Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a drugstore video. I kind of will go into details why. I just feel like the last couple of videos were just very high-end makeup. Today's look is also very inspired by this beautiful artist I found. Her name is Orlane Nicole. I will leave the picture here for you, but she did this beautiful, she did the clouds. But she did it in the color scheme that's so pretty to me. I was kind of looking at my previous videos and I was like, oh my gosh, I literally just used high-end everything in this last video, pretty much. Like, I'm not giving you guys anything drugstore. So, this video is my attempt at drugstore. Now, these brands are mostly going to be in Ulta, so you should have an Ulta where you live. If you have internet, I'm gonna hope, because I live in Kansas, and if I live in Kansas, have 3 Ulta stores in my city, then you definitely should have an Ulta in your city. So if you don't have these products, you can definitely order them online at Ulta, but you can definitely look and see for the different stores that do carry the brands. So before we go ahead and get into the drugstore makeup, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, like this video, as well as hit the like button, and yeah, let's get into the glam. I have my big Studio Pro palettes, but I kind of was looking at doing this. You guys know I use my P. Louise makeup base for my eyes, but today I'm gonna try doing ColourPop No Filter Concealer. ColourPop is at Ulta, and Makeup Revolution Makeup and Define, or Conceal and Define. So you can do either one. I'm gonna mix both. I speak Spanish really in my videos because I know my my terminology is awful. Eyebrow gel. I don't have an eyebrow gel from the drugstore, so I just did that off camera. I went ahead and I concealed. I like this color more for the brow bone than the fair 8 shade that I'm gonna apply on my lid. I'm using such a white color to kind of get the color to stick. It's $10 if you buy it online. I know it's a drugstore, but you can use a Morphe sponge, Chapanesque. I'm gonna take the color Hippie. I'm gonna take the color Hippie here. So this is going to, I'm gonna try doing the cloud makeup look. I know I did it on Instagram, but dippy. Oh, it's a nice pink. And now I'm gonna go in with the color Swag, which is this one. I was thinking to myself, should I do a simple look with neutral colors? No. Girl, what am I gonna do that for? Okay, so I'm gonna start carving out the lid now. Okay, so I'm gonna take the BH palette. This is the Ultimate Neutrals. And I'm gonna take the color, oh, there are names. I'm just gonna take a matte white shade here. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm kinda gonna go here, but I don't want, I'm gonna kinda go into an angle when I go towards the lash line, and I don't want that to be the difference. Take the color Swagga. Well, kind of blending both out. So now that it looks like this, I'm gonna go ahead and just start curling my eyelashes. And this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. And for lashes, I'm gonna take my Lash Kitty lashes, Nicole Guerrero and Ilore, which you can get. And these are also very inexpensive. These are an online brand. They are drugstore price, so don't come for me. They're like $7. Yeah, Makeup Revolution brow pomade in medium brown, and I'm gonna try to fill in the brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oops, let's get to the center. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. It has like a green tint for like anti-redness or something. I test out two different foundations today. I'm gonna test out the new NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I got mine in the shade True Beige. It's similar to my Stromboli shade from NARS. Kinda. I think this is just a teensy bit lighter. And then I also have the Makeup Revolution, like the stick foundation. Like 4 strikes. I'm going to take a pump of the NYX foundation and see if I like this one better. So far, I like the color more on the NYX foundation than the Makeup Forever. The Makeup Forever has more peach tones, which is fine. I feel like the NYX one is a little bit more full coverage. Not in the way that it feels, but in the way that it looks on the skin. Yeah. I think this is a good like foundation. I just think the color is not for me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just set my under eye with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. Now I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty Bacon Blend brush. Foundation doesn't need to be like set with the powder. It like sets on its own, which is pretty nice. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly set the rest of my face with the LA Girl Pro Face Powder in Creamy Natural. Okay, now this is a lot of powder, so I'm just gonna set my face real quick. I'm gonna take my Morphe setting spray here. For bronzer, I'm gonna take the Butter Bronzer in Bronzer. So here are my thoughts as of right now. I just used the bronzer to kind of contour. So I think I'm gonna have to try this foundation again with like a different sponge. Just because right now my skin, it looks full coverage and doesn't look bad. But I can like see my pores, and I think it's the sponge and like the powders maybe, I don't know, and like the foundation set really nicely, but I don't know. For baking, I'm gonna use the Airspun powder. You can't just fuck with a good one, you know? Like I like the Maybelline one, but sometimes the Maybelline one be like attaching to my foundation, and that ain't cute, girl. You can use whatever brush you can have at home. Don't feel the need to use the same one I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna use the Morphe blush trio and what are you? Pop of blush. If you don't have Morphe, if you don't want to use Morphe, either way, I'm going to use the MILANI Baked Blush and LUMINOSO because I love this blush too. It's just about layering products. It's really soft and dainty now. I'm just going to use the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal setting spray here. Okay, I have the Sleek Makeup. You can get this at like Walgreens. And I'm just going to use the Solstice palette. I know this palette was like super popular back in the day. I'm just gonna kind of buff out the blush a little bit more on the edges because I don't want it to be like crazy highlight. If you don't have sleek hair, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Maybelline also Master Chrome Highlight in Molten Rose Gold. Alrighty, as you can see, I already did one iPhone camera to kind of test out this look. Use the same shadows. We're going to use the color Swag. Apply this on the outer corner here. On the outer third of the eyeball here. Now we're going to take the color Dippy in the center, which is the pink. And now I'm going to take the color Hippie, which is the orange, and I'm just going to start blending. So as you can see, my inner corner is very pretty. A little bit of Euphoria, mostly Spirit, and a little bit of Wicked, just because I wanted the dimension of the color. Now that I have that on my eyes, I'm going to go and finish it with Lower Lash Mascara, which is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Completely forgot to do the stars, so I'm going to take my NYX white liquid liner. I'm going to do my lining of the lips. I'm going to use ColourPop Curvy. And for actual lipstick, I'm going to take the Maybelline Beige Babe. So Miss Orlane has a beautiful mole over here. So I'm just gonna put them all right there. This is the finished look. Here I finished the stars and whatnot. And oh my god. Honestly, this is so good. So good. And some of y'all used to drag people because they used BH and ColourPop, which is not at the drugstore, but honestly, it's at Ulta now, so you can't hate. You can't hate because... And now that I have the foundation set, it actually looks beautiful. It's matte, like it is a matte foundation. If you do not like matte, because I'm not used to, but I really like the natural radiant finishes. The color, I mean, hello. Look at me. The stand-up products for me is definitely this. Oh my god. That's like the bigger BH palette. That one's really good too. NYX eyeliner. You need it. I don't know if I have like a drugstore bronzer that I love. Back in the day. My favorite was like the Sunny bronzer, but that's orange. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the drugstore options, cheaper options honestly at the drugstore. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next one.